Welcome to the Two Ton Nerds. As always, my name is Max James. It is day 2 of the 31 Days of Fright horror movie project, year 3. It's October 2nd, 2014, and the movie of the day is Rob Zombie's House of a Thousand Corpses. I have a lot to say, so I'm just going to jump right into my category breakdown of the movie. And first up is the premise/plot. The plot of the movie follows these two couples who are writing about roadside attractions across the United States, and they come across Captain Spaulding's, which is a very Ripley, believe it or not, esque type of place. Has a jackalope and mummified whatever, and Gator Boy, and a bunch of other random things. And also, this place has this thing called a murder ride. It's just a dark ride on a push cart, and he's talking about the various serial killers. And the last one they come across is a local legend called Dr. Satan. And he reveals that he was hung, but a body was never found. So, and the tree that he's hung from is just a few miles away. And they're like, oh, we gotta go see it. It'd be perfect for the book, basically. And so they go and it starts raining, and they pick up a hitchhiker who's very lively, and a tire conveniently blows out, and then she reveals her house is conveniently a couple miles away, and her brother is conveniently a tow truck driver. And so Bill, who is the main character up to this point, and Baby go to the house to tell her brother to go pick up the car. So they do, and and she's very flirty with Bill, and he's like just playing back and all that good stuff. But when they finally get to the house, that's where the creep factor kind of starts to start to rise majorly. Because when they have like this dinner, they're forced to wear masks, and then they have to partake in watching this Halloween kind of event. What they performed like dirty jokes, and they lip sync a very old song, and it's just, and things just go wrong from there because Baby sits on Bill's lap, and his girlfriend doesn't take too kindly that, pushes her down, and then it's like it just kind of escalates from there. It's like, all right, it's time to go. So they leave, and that's where they get recaptured very quickly, and that's where this movie starts to really amp up everything big time, and especially because of the cast. That's where this movie really shines. You got Bill Moseley as Otis, you got Sherry Moon Zombie as Baby, and you got Karen Black as I'm saying her name from Devil's Rejects, Mother Firefly, and then you got Bill is played by Rainn Wilson. Chris Hardwick is in there, and it's just like there's a Sid Haig. You recognize everyone in this movie from a different horror movie or just movies in general, and they all played really well. They are all acting very well. But what really makes this movie shine is in the gore / scare factor, because this movie is shot in a way that's really different and pretty cool. It's shot very crisp and clean, fluid camera moments, very just like nice setups with camera shots, and then all of a sudden you get these random home video, super grainy, out of color, out of focus torture scenes that showing how really sadistic these people are, and as well as what they have done and what it's like they're mainly used as flashbacks, or kind of like to catch up or used as exposition in some scenes. And so it fits really great. That's what makes it really scary, and the gore factor, because these scenes are kind of very shot very fast and very just kinetic, and that's what really makes this movie scary and gory, is in these scenes basically, and even in the clean and cut fluid camera moments, there are some gory moments in there, but it's mainly just aftermath stuff of bodies just kind of just laying there in bed tied up, and it's just stuff like that. Also, I have to say the music in this movie is pretty good. You got music from Rob Zombie. Some of the other music cues is really good as well. So it's just a really well-rounded horror movie in a lot of ways, because you like all the characters up to a point, and You mainly start to like the cannibalistic, murder, sadistic people more than actually the four people who are just doing what they like to do best, is just write their own book. So that's really all I gotta say. So it's time to move on to my what's it called, my classification scale. 1 being run-of-the-mill horror, 2 best watched with a group, 3 more than average horror but adds nothing new to the horror genre, 4 helps move the horror genre forward, and 5 being a horror classic. In my opinion, I kind of racked my brain on this because it fits in all these core categories really well, except for the first one. It is not your run-of-the-mill horror movie because it's a very different horror movie. And then it's best watched with a group. It's more than average. It does help move the horror genre forward in some aspects, and I'm not quite sure if it's a horror classic yet. But it is a 3. It is more than average horror, but it does nothing new to the horror genre. But I do have to say, I do have to commend for like the fluid moments of the camera and how well it was shot and these random kinetic home footage moments. So that's really all I gotta say. My name is Max James, and I'm going to go geek out.